So Caitlin Clark. That's all that I can say is Caitlin freaking Clark. Like, she is one of the best players in the world. Simply put, she is one of the best players in the world, and I don't think there is any ifs, ands, or buts about it. And lads, if you guys don't know, look, Cheryl Swoops is one of the greatest of all time. She's genuinely one of the greatest players to ever play the sport of basketball on the women's side. Caitlin Clark scored 35 points today. Cheryl Swoops' career high was 34. And just for the lulz, again, don't feel any pressure. Just if anyone is interested, and even it does happen to be interested, because I might just do this quite a bit just for the lulz. We have the limited time Cheryl Swoops merch. So we have like the embroidered hoodie here. We've got like the t-shirts, kind of heavy-ish. Like t-shirt quality seems to be okay. With text on the back. And it is Cheryl Swoops, 35 grade and 34. A little bit soft t-shirt, different type of quality. And then 22 years old, 4 years, 20.1 shots, record. Talking about all the lies. So we have a 35 grader than 34. And then obviously if you guys are just looking for a cheap 35 grade and 34, we're selling them for $15.99. Like, it's quite cheap. It is quite cheap. I'm just doing it not doing this for profit. I'm doing it for the lulz. But yeah, link will be in the description for that. But Cheryl Swoops has had her records being beaten by the face of the league. And you know who is the face of the league? Who knows the face of the league? Caitlin Clark. This was her interview about her teammates pulling her away from the refs.
Give me a technical at any point tonight. I would have been really sad for people in Washington, D.C. I didn't want to do that. I tried my best. But my teammates do a really good job of that. They think I'm funny. They think it's funny. So, and then Aaliyah is the one that ends up with a technical. That's the best part about it all. Like, she's the one babysitting me, and then somehow she ends up with a technical. And she didn't really do anything. She was just standing there, so that's what was funny to me. But I think I did a better job. I still thought there was like a couple moments there where I could have been a little bit better. But now it's basically over. I don't have to worry about that anymore, but I don't want to be getting technicals at all. So, and my mom doesn't want that for me either, and I don't want to pay any more fines. So, I'm done with that.
But yeah, she basically said, I knew they weren't going to give me a technical foul because it would leave a lot of people disappointed in Washington, while laughing about it all. She knew she could say, and by the way, if there was ever a game she deserved the tech, she was like, I was a bit better about it. If there was ever a game she deserved the tech, she did everything short of chasing after a ref like Becky Hammond did in that game. Which, like, isn't right. Caitlin Clark corrupting the youth. Poor AB is going down a dark path. You think she's a Sith Lord. 0 technicals last season. Boston is 4 this season. My mom doesn't want that for me either. Like, narrator voice, but she was in fact not done with that. What's a fine? 200 for text. 400 a tank? Oh. Could you imagine? For the price of her tech, she could buy all the merch she wants, showing off that she's beaten Cheryl Swoops' record. I can't even take myself seriously saying that. But this is like what people are calling Demon Clark. This is what people are calling Iowa Clark. This is the Caitlin Clark who knows she is Caitlin Clark. This is the Caitlin Clark who knows that she is Caitlin Clark and knows that she is not necessarily above the law, but like, there are some times where some things she knows she can get away with. I would have been really sad for people in Washington had I gotten another technical foul while laughing about it. Like, she knows. She knew she wasn't getting a technical foul. She's like, she flirted with a technical foul more today than she did before. Like, that answer alone, I'm surprised it hasn't caused World War Clark. I'm actually surprised it hasn't caused World War Clark. Because, and also, if you guys didn't see as well, Diana Taurasi leveled the freaking rim post and got away with it. So it's only a foul when it's only a tech when it's Caitlin. The fact that she got 2 techs for that this season, there are so many times that she could have gotten tees and didn't, and then some of her techs were like ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. But that's just WNBA refs. Look, as a person who's in Ireland, and there might be maybe 5 good refs in this country. Most people, I'll say it, that play the sport at a high level will end up being decent referees, and that's the case in Ireland. All the good refs played at a good level, but like the refs we have, other than that, are 100 times worse than WNBA refs. But still, they're awful. They are absolutely awful. But yeah, that is just a funny situation. Caitlin Clark knows. She knows well. She's laughing about the whole thing. She's laughing that Aaliyah Boston got teed up. Like, she's laughing about everything because she's like, well, at the same time, she knows she's not getting teed up. Especially she's not getting suspended for an away game. If that was a home game, you never know. Unlikely. Like, highly unlikely they suspend her for a home game. But it's possible. Like, it is possible she gets suspended for a home game. There is a 0.0% chance that they suspend Caitlin Clark for an away game. That's just not happening. We don't even need to talk about that. They're not suspending Caitlin Clark for an away game when the team has already bought tickets. The amount, like, how bad of a look that would be if just nobody's showing up for an important game. Either way, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that she should have been tossed in this game, or she should have been teed up so she missed a game? Do you guys think it sets a bad precedent? Because at the end of the day, I don't think that if somebody wants to argue that you don't like the fact that she's almost making a mockery of the technical foul rule, I'm actually okay with that. Like, I think there are justifiable reasons to dislike Caitlin Clark. I think a lot of the reasons are bullshit. But this is actually, like, the way she is around refs is actually a justifiable reason, and I like her. For me, I don't really care. I'm somebody that I don't know how I've managed to do it. I've managed to go my entire basketball career without ever being teed up. And I jaw at refs from start to finish of games in Ireland. And I don't know how I've managed to do that. So anyone who's ever watched me play, which is probably 0 of you guys, anyone who's ever refed me, I can't I can't talk about somebody giving out the refs. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.